Libra ascendant, what they will get in the month of April, what precautions they have to take. Let's see in the three different parts.
Yes, Rohitji. So now here, Libra Ascendant, I will be doing 10 days for them for this. So, and we will be covering all the nakshatra as well as the planet transits. The biggest transit in this month is the transit of Jupiter. That is a very, very big transit. But other than that, let's talk and we will understand many things. Rohitji, for I have included 31st March as a thing because on that day there is two things happening. One is Sun is entering into Revati Nakshatra, there is the nakshatra of Mercury, and here it is, according to Vedic astrology, it is the last nakshatra from where moksha happens and everything happens. But now, because it is falling in the sixth house for them, you have to be very, very careful because this is the house of diseases. And Sun entering this nakshatra is not so good because Sun is also the soul. Okay, so very, very cautious they have to be related to their health. But if they are in debt, that debt will decrease now. There will be some kind of monetary gains that the debt will decrease. You know why? Because Rohitji, because in this chart, Sun rules the 11th house, and the 11th house is the house of gains. So Sun coming in the sixth house gets gain from your workplace, from your daily workplace. So this is what happens here. And Jupiter being here, they are already safe, but they might have some health related issues currently going on in their life. Now, the Sun will enter into Revati Nakshatra. Again, I told you, Nakshatra of Mercury, you have to be careful related to your health. Mercury will enter into Aries. So, all the people who were going through a lot of trouble related to their health, because Mercury was debilitated in this house, now will have little bit of relief because Mercury is going into the house of your career and so house of your spouse and also business partnerships, house of partnerships basically. But here we have to be careful. Rahu was here and Rahu might be causing trouble, but Mercury comes here and gives you a lot of good results. Why? There is a counter question here, that how can Mercury give good results when it comes in the house of Mars in Aries? Because see, look at Mars. Mars is sitting in the house of Gemini. So what they have done Rashi Parivartan Yoga. And that means your destiny will rise during this time through your partnerships or your marriage. Now, Venus will enter into Kritika Nakshatra on 3rd of April. Kritika Nakshatra is on the border of Aries and Taurus, and there is where Venus is right now. And it is just going forward into its own house, that is the house of your research and knowledge and longevity. And here Venus enters there on 6th of April. 6th of April, Venus will come here, and Venus, for this house rules the house of longevity, and it is the Lagnesh. So very, very good position for Venus. No need to be troubled. Here you can get into a little bit of research and knowledge kind of business, knowledge kind of programs. But other than that, your longevity, if you were feeling sick, or if you are thinking that something is going to happen to me, no, it is not going to happen to you. This is a good time for you. After that, Rohitji, Venus will enter, Mercury will enter into Bharni Nakshatra. Now, Bharni Nakshatra, very, very good because it is the Nakshatra of Venus. And when Mercury enters into the Bharni Nakshatra in the 7th house, and right now in Rashi Parivartan Yoga, it gives a lot of benefit from the 7th house, maybe luxuries for the 7th house. That means a good increase in income in business partnerships, or maybe good increase in love and harmony between your spouse. Other than that, if people who are willing to make a house in foreign lands, or maybe get a get a construction done in foreign land, that is a good time for them. So overall, from 1st to 10th April, the main mantra is to enhance or to work on your relationships. That is the most important period, because Rahu must have disturbed your 7th house for a longest period of time. And now when Mercury comes here and he becomes into Rashi Parivartan Yoga, it can give you little bit. It is a bandage now. This is Mercury is acting as a bandage now in this house. So Rohitji, for 10th of April to 20th of April, now this is in this whole time, Sun will get into the 7th house. Okay, and this time Sun enters the Aries on 14th of April and gets exalted. Same Rahu, Mercury, and Sun form a conjunction there, and Venus enters Rohini Nakshatra. That is the nakshatra of Moon. So on the one single day, everything is happening. Now again, Sun comes here, and Sun is a planet of separative tendencies. Rahu is a planet of separative tendencies. Now, whatever Mercury was trying to do here, by coming in Aries from last 15 days, you can put a lot of water on fire now. Like everything, the fire which had taken place and it was doing good and it was giving warmth, you can just put water and again get cold. So you have to be very, very careful. Otherwise, sun here looks at the sun here gives very, very good outcome in your partnerships, in your business. So there is a lot of gains here. There can be a lot of gains. Other than that, Rohitji, because see, if we see fifth house from sun here, fifth house is the house of Bhagya. It is the chota. We have small brain. That is the small house of Bhagya. Here it looks from fifth. If you see fifth from the sun, this is the house 11th, where it gives gains. So it can give you gains related to your creativity. Now, Rohitji, from here, Rahu, Mercury, and Sun conjunction. Rahu will be at less power, and Sun will be at more power because it is with Mercury and it is exalted and it is, it rules this house. It is the king of all the planets, so it does not go down here. After that, from April 20th to April 30th, Rohitji, this is the time when big transformation is happening because here Jupiter will come and sit in the seventh house for them. So all the problem that again which you were trying to put water on fire, the fire will ignite again because Jupiter has come here and Jupiter will give you good benefits through this house. It enters into Ashwini Nakshatra and it is the nakshatra of physicians. So here there will be lot of healing kind of energy which will be present. Which is sun, what I'm saying, yeah. Mars enters into Punarvasu Nakshatra on 22nd of April. This is also a very, very good time, On Venus will enter into Mrigashara Nakshatra, Mars will enter into Punarvasu Nakshatra. Punarvasu Nakshatra is a nakshatra of Jupiter. And see, Jupiter has come into the house of Mars. So one is going into the nakshatra of Mars, other is going into the house of Mars. So again, your destiny will rise because Mars is sitting in your destiny place. Venus will enter into Mrigashara Nakshatra. Now, Mrigashara Nakshatra is related to Mars. Mars is already in a very good position. So here again, you will be very aggressively working toward research here. And Sun will enter into Bharni Nakshatra. That means transformation time for you, transformation in your relationship, transformation in your business life. So very, very good transit. The highlight of this April is mostly Jupiter getting transit and making Guru Chandal Yoga in the seventh house for you, which is not so bad, considering seventh house, because Jupiter will control two things here. One is Saturn's Neej Drishti, second is Rahu, and third is energy of Mercury. So three things it will support, it will control. But wherever it will look, however it will look, everything will be very, very good for you. Overall, the mantra for April 20th to April 30th April is work on your relationships. Work very closely on your relationships and try to make it better. That is how your destiny will rise during this time.